This should scare the shit out of all of you because you're next. If we allow this to happen to other people, you do realize that you're next, right?
How much money are you thinking of giving people in Greenland to get them on board with a possible U.S.
I'm not talking about money for Greenland yet. I might talk about that. But right now, we are going to do something on Greenland, whether they like it or not.
With this attack on Venezuela, President Trump says a more than 200-year-old political concept is back. The Monroe Doctrine became the idea that the Americas are the sole domain of the United States.
Hi guys, welcome back to KK and EV. I didn't want to do this, but I'm going to have to. If you're a follower of this channel, you'll know that I'm an avid road tripper in the USA, and my past has been, America a lot, and so I am pro-American to a point. In the history of the country and the things you can do when you're travelling there, and what it's gave me as a person and my family. And I even run a business for 17 years importing American cars, classics, RVs, limousines. I ran American cars for nearly 5 decades. Had my first when I was 19, a 1966 Mustang Coupe, and developed from there. But if you want to know all about that, go back and look at the stuff on the channel, and some of them do mention all this thing, but I'm not going to get nostalgic about my car past. This is not what this is all about. This is a lot more serious. I, as you know, should have been going on a road trip in June of this year, 2026, back to Route 66 to go and enjoy myself back on the Mother Road. But we cancelled, and that was because of what was happening in the USA. How do I see the USA now as a destination for a holiday, for a vacation, for a road trip? 3 years ago, I'd have still said, get out there, do what you've got to do. It's a marvellous place to go and visit. 2 years ago, I'd have probably said the same. But in the last year, because of the administration that's running the country at the moment, and I'm not going to go into political diversity of this idiot. What I'm going to try and do on this post is just give you some advice. Like I say, as a seasoned road tripper and traveller to the USA over 4-5 decades, and with my family as well when they were younger, when they were toddlers, when they were very small kids, when they were babbies, I always took them to the USA. They had some great vacations, they had some great times, and while I was there, I also did a bit of business. Bought parts back in my suitcase and all the rest of it, and did special orders for people in auto shops while I was there. So this is why I'm keeping it, auto related, because it is to a point. I'm pretty sad with my thoughts at the moment regarding the USA. And as you know, like I said, we have already cancelled a 3-week road trip to the States. The majority of the average American citizens that we've met as Brits and had a conversation with have been very, very good and brilliant people. So this is nothing to do with the average American person while I'm putting this post on. This is all to do with the administration of the country as we speak. And 3 days ago, there was a young woman shot 3 times.
What's happening to her?
In the face.
Shame!
Just because she didn't want to stop for an ICE agent.
Shame!
Go Google it, you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm not even going to mention the name. And this is not a dig at American police, because most of the American police I've ever come across, again, have been very good. Yes, I have been fined once for speeding down the motorway. There's Florida state trooper caught me and I got done, and whatever. They got a job to do. So this is not a go at American police. This is a go at the the overall picture of America at the moment and how dangerous it's becoming. And my advice to you is, do not travel to the USA until Trump and his administration has gone and things have changed. To me, America has become far too dangerous to take my wife or anyone I know as a team for any kind of vacation at this particular time. And that shooting of that poor woman in her car topped it for me, absolutely topped it. So, you know, even next year, I doubt if we'll go back. And don't forget the World Cup's coming up, and some of the matches will be in the US, some are Canada and whatever, some are Mexico. But the majority are in the US, so just be, if you're going to go for the World Cup, I'd say don't bother. Cancel it, get your money back, go some other time, save for another 4 years and go to the next country it's in. So that's the basics of this post. You know, and I am very pro-American, very proactive in road tripping all the way through the USA. This really is a killer for me to do because it really does hurt to know that I won't be going back to the US this year and maybe not even next year. And I'm getting now to a certain age where my long haul travel is going to start coming, you know, to an end. But I've still got to go back to the US to do at least 2 more road trips of stuff I want to see and do. But I will not do it while the administration that's in charge at the moment stays in power. It's just what's happening around everything. It is changing the mood of America. You know, now they're on about maybe even, you know, tapping into Greenland and just going across with troops and saying, no, this is ours now. What kind of administration and what kind of people think to do that?
No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA! No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA! No Trump, no KKK!
Renee!
Say her name, Renee!
Justice for Renee!
Justice for Renee!
I can say again that it'll make this situation better, but I do have a message for our community, for our city, and I have a message for ICE. To ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis.
This is just the way I feel. And hopefully, you know, if you still want to go out there and take your family to Florida for a holiday, which really should be pretty safe because you're going to be in a resort or you're going to be around the tourist areas, just do it if you really have to. But, you know, to give money to that country as well at the moment in the US dollar and spend money over there, to me, just adds to the administration's big smile they'll have on, thinking that people are still going. And already there has been a massive drop in tourism, can I say that? Before the shooting of this lady, before what happened in Portland, before the ICE teams even went out and started this malarkey, there has been a drop in tourism over the last 2 years and definitely the last year. Canadians are staying away in droves, at least 22% down, which is a massive amount of income to the US economy through tourism. Florida is pretty much dead at the moment in tourism. Prices are still going up, and this is another thing why we're not going, because of the prices of things going up. Food's gone through the roof. Hotel stays are more expensive now. Everybody expects you to tip at least 18% instead of what used to be 10%, and it all adds to that price and that difficulty of enjoying yourself when you're paying so much out in money. This is not an anti-American YouTube post. It is not an anti-American citizen post. It's not really even an anti-tourism post. It's a guide for you to make your own mind up and just to give you the nod that America ain't as great as it was this time last year as a tourist. Just think what you're doing. Now, you may well put in for your ESTA and get it. If you don't know what an ESTA is, it's basically where you put loads of information down about yourself, about drugs, about your life in general and everything else, give them lots of information. It goes away to the US Embassy and you get it back saying, yeah, you can enter the country. It is an ESTA. Don't let that ESTA fool you. The chances are that you might not get into the US even with an ESTA. You might end up flying in, paying a fortune in air cost, planning all your holiday, even with your kids with you, going in, and then immigration saying, "Can I see your phone, please?" They're already talking about this coming into law about 5 years, going back 5 years into your phone, into your emails, into your social media accounts, to see if you put anything incriminating or any bad comments about the certain person, Mr. Trump, or about America in general. And if you have, the chances are that immigration officer is going to go, "No, can't stamp it, here's your passport back, get on the next flight home." There's your poor old kids thinking they're going to get a holiday in Florida or in California or whatever, and it ain't happening because you're getting sent home. So that's another thing to take on board if you're going to go. This is how fast things are changing. This is how fast a certain administration is ruining the USA for tourists and tourism in general. Just give it some second thought before you book a lot of an expensive holiday in the USA this year or maybe even next year. Please think of your safety, think of cost and everything else and what you're giving to at this particular time. I want to leave it there, folks. So yeah, any comments, drop below. Canada is probably the nearest I'll get to the USA this year. Wait and see, it might be on the channel. I'm out of here, folks. I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to come along now with that big hand and cover that screen.